Hello, hôm nay bưng phở mệt quá. Mình chơi mấy cái game cho nó nhẹ nhàng đầu óc tí nha. Thì với mấy cái con bot thì có một con bot nó kiểu là con bot game á. Hôm nay mình sẽ chơi thử một con nhé. Hello, what kind of story you can make?
Hello, I can guide you through the story of Alone Against the Flames, Call of Cthulhu text adventure game. You will play the role of a character who has been sent to the mysterious town of Arkham to investigate strange occurrences. Would you like to hear more about the game and the character choices available to you?
Yeah, I would like to hear more about that.
Great. In this game, you have the option to choose between 4 different characters: the Professor, the Champion, the Assassin, and the Warrior. Each character has unique abilities and strengths that will help them navigate the challenges of the game. You choose to be the Professor. You are a knowledgeable scholar with an in-depth understanding of various ancient cultures and myths. You've been sent to the town of Arkham to investigate some mysterious events, and it's hoped that you can successfully resolve these issues. You choose to be the Champion. You are a skilled fighter with a strong sense of justice. You've been sent to Arkham to investigate strange occurrences and protect the town from any threats that may arise. You choose to be the Assassin. You are a deadly and stealthy operative. You've been sent to Arkham to investigate and eliminate any potential threats to the safety of the town. And you choose to be the Warrior. You are a fearless and powerful fighter. You've been sent to Arkham to investigate and combat any supernatural entities that may be causing harm to the town and its inhabitants. Which character would you like to choose?
I will be a champion.
Excellent choice. As the Champion, you are a skilled fighter with a strong sense of justice. You've been sent to Arkham to investigate strange occurrences and protect the town from any threats that may arise. As you arrive in Arkham, you notice that the town seems to be shrouded in an eerie silence. The streets are empty, and the buildings look abandoned and dilapidated. You can't shake the feeling that something is not quite right. Suddenly, you hear a faint sound coming from a nearby alleyway. It sounds like someone is in trouble. What would you like to do?
I was sneaky near to LA to see what happened.
As the Champion, you are brave and always ready to help those in need. You approach the alleyway cautiously, trying to stay hidden and assess the situation. As you get closer, you see a group of people surrounding a man who is lying on the ground. Unconscious, the group seems to be performing some sort of ritual, and their chanting is getting louder and more intense. What would you like to do?
I want to interrupt their ritual to save that man.
As the Champion, you are not afraid to intervene when you see something wrong happening. You step out of the shadows and interrupt the group's ritual by shouting out the name that you have in mind. The group is startled by your sudden appearance and stops their chanting. They turn to face you, and you can see that their eyes are filled with a wild and frenzied look. One of them steps forward and speaks to you in a strange language that you don't understand. What would you like to do?
I want to fight with that strange man.
As the Champion, you are always ready for a fight when the situation calls for it. You prepare yourself for a battle with a strange man who has stepped forward to confront you. He seems to be the leader of the group and is wielding a large, curved knife. The man lunges at you with a knife, and you dodge to the side, narrowly avoiding his attack. You counter with a swift punch to his face, but he seems unfazed by the blow. He swings his knife at you again, and this time you manage to deflect it with your own weapon. The two of you continue to exchange blows, each trying to gain the upper hand in the fight. As the fight wears on, you start to feel the effects of the strange energy that seems to be emanating from the man. Your head starts to spin and your vision blurs. You realize that you are losing your grip on reality, that you need to end this fight quickly before it's too late. What would you like to do?
I will using my gun under my suit.
As the champion, you are a skilled fighter and always prepared for any situation. You quickly draw your gun and aim it at the strange man. You also activate your suit, which enhances your strength and agility. A man seems to be taken aback by your sudden change in tactics and hesitates for a moment. You take advantage of this moment of confusion and fire your weapon, hitting him in the chest. He stumbles backward, and you can see that the wound is starting to glow with an eerie green light. The group of people around you starts to panic and scatter. Running away from the scene, you approach the man cautiously, ready to defend yourself if necessary. You get closer. You can see that the wound on his chest is pulsing with another worldly energy. Suddenly, the man lets out a blood-curdling scream and collapses to the ground. The energy around him dissipates, and the alleyway falls silent once again. You realize that you have successfully stopped the group's ritual, but you are left with more questions than answers. What would you like to do next?
So I have to find a safe place and to find the around neighbor to ask about any strange situation happen.
As the champion, you know that your job is not yet done. You need to find a safe place and gather more information about the strange occurrences that are happening in Arkham. You decide to head to the local naval base to see if anyone there has heard anything about the recent events in town. You make your way through the deserted streets, keeping a watchful eye out for any signs of danger. As you approach the naval base, you notice that the gates are closed and there is no one around. You try to open the gate, but it seems to be locked. You realize that you need to find another way to get inside and investigate. What would you like to do next?
Mình phát âm cái gì nhầm này. Naval neighbor mình phát âm nó nghe thành naval. To ask the changes naval câu chuyện đấy đến đâu rồi? Naval câu chuyện nó đi hơi xa rồi. Naval, okay. I come back to the central city of Acom and five people can have noticed about the situation of the city right now.
As the champion, you decide to head back to the central city of Ecom to gather more information about the situation in Arkham. You make your way to the city center and start asking around for any information about what's been happening in Arkham. You talk to several people, but most of them seem to be unaware of any strange occurrences in the town. However, one person tells you that they heard rumors of a mysterious cult that has been operating in the area. They say that the cult is rumored to be performing strange rituals and that they may be responsible for the recent disturbances in Arkham. You thank the person for the information and decide to investigate further. You realize that you need to find out more about this cult and put a stop to their activities before they cause any more harm. What would you like to do next?
So I would try to find a way to connect with people in the cult and trying to be like kind of undercover.
As the champion, you decide to go undercover and try to infiltrate the mysterious cult. You start by asking around town to see if anyone knows how to contact the cult or where they might be located. After some searching, you manage to get a lead on a possible meeting place for the cult. You make your way to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town, where you believe the cult is holding their meetings. As you approach the warehouse, you see several people entering through a side door. You decide to follow them inside and see if you can learn more about the cult's activities. You enter the warehouse and see that it has been transformed into a makeshift temple. There are strange symbols and markings painted on the walls, and a group of people are gathered around an altar in the center of the room. You realize that this must be the cult's meeting place. You try to blend in with the crowd and listen to their conversation. After a while, you manage to strike up a conversation with one of the members. They seem friendly enough and are willing to talk to you. You continue to gather information about the cult's activities and try to learn as much as you can. However, you know that you need to be careful not to blow your cover. What would you like to do next?
I could try to gather more information about the organize of the cult and what they want to do.
As the champion, you decide to continue gathering information about the cult's organization and their goals. You continue to talk to the members and try to learn as much as you can without raising suspicion. After a while, you manage to learn that the cult is planning a large-scale ritual that they believe will summon a powerful entity from another dimension. They believe that this entity will grant them immense power and bring about a new age of enlightenment. You realize that this is a dangerous situation and that you need to act fast to stop the cult's plan. What would you like to do next?
I would try to connect to a more important, more high position in the cult to know how they are working.
As the champion, you decide to try and gain access to the higher-ups within the cult in order to learn more about their plans and how they operate. You continue to attend their meetings and try to make connections with the more influential members of the group. After a few weeks of attending their meetings, you manage to make contact with one of the high-ranking members of the cult. They seem to take a liking to you and invite you to attend some of their more exclusive gatherings. You use this opportunity to gather more information about the cult's plans and their organizational structure. You learn that they have a complex hierarchy with different levels of membership and different roles within the organization. You also learn that they are planning to carry out their ritual in a few days' time, and that it will take place in a remote location outside of town. You realize that this is your chance to stop them once and for all. What would you like to do next?
I will try to find the leader of the cult about the activity of the leader.
As the champion, you decide to focus your efforts on finding the leader of the cult and gathering more information about their plans. You continue to attend their meetings and try to make connections with the higher-ups in the organization. After a few more weeks of attending their gatherings, you finally manage to make contact with the leader of the cult. They seem to be a charismatic and persuasive individual, and you can see why so many people have been drawn to their cause. You use this opportunity to gather more information about their plans and their motivation. You learn that they believe that the entity they are trying to summon will bring about a new era of enlightenment that they are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals. You also learn that the ritual is scheduled to take place in a remote location outside of town in just a few days' time. You realize that you need to act fast if you want to stop them. What would you like to do next?
I will gather some helpful people and make a plan to stop the ritual and also to destroy the leader of the cult.
As the champion, you decide to gather some allies and make a plan to stop the cult's ritual and take down that leader. You reach out to some of the people you've met during your investigation and explain the situation to them. After hearing your story, they agree to help you in any way they can. Together, you start to formulate a plan to stop the cult's ritual and take down their leader. You decide to launch a surprise attack on the cult's location just before the ritual is set to take place. You gather your allies and arm yourselves with weapons and equipment. As you approach the cult's location, you can see that they are already beginning to set up for the ritual. You and your allies move quickly and silently, taking out the guards and making your way inside. You confront the cult's leader and engage in a fierce battle. The leader proves to be a formidable opponent, but with the help of your allies, you manage to overpower them and put an end to their plan. With the cult disbanded and their leader defeated, Arkham can finally return to some semblance of normalcy. You and your allies are hailed as heroes, and the town is grateful for your bravery and dedication. Congratulations on successfully completing your mission as the champion.
Okay, thank you. So we have a small story and tức là cũng khá là gọi là cái một câu chuyện khá là đơn giản, nhưng mà mình cũng tham gia vào trong cái việc định hướng cái câu chuyện đấy. Vài từ mình đọc thì nó không hiểu được, nhưng cũng ý chính là cũng được, không? Lúc nào mình chơi với cái này cũng được. Nó một câu chuyện. Ở đây nó có mấy cái con khác, như là có con Harry Potter. Nó không phải Harry Potter mà Witchcraft à? Trước mình thấy nhỉ. Nó còn cũng kiểu câu chuyện như thế. Đây, như này là gọi con RPG này, những con ý là cho mình lựa chọn những tình huống, rồi bắt đầu mình sẽ tham gia và định hướng trong cái câu chuyện này, mình theo câu chuyện đó như nào. Và nhiều khi thì có câu chuyện thì lại dài quá, câu chuyện thì ngắn quá, thì trước mình có thể mấy cái.
Thank you for the reminder. As an incoming Hogwarts student, it is my pleasure to assist you with your wizard shopping spree. You decide to go to a different shopping location. You make your way to Diagon Alley, a bustling place filled with all sorts of magical shops. As you wander through the crowded streets, you come across Ollivander's, a shop that specializes in wands. You see a beautiful one made of alderwood and dragon heartstring core. The wand seems to call out to you, as if it were meant to be yours. Do you want to buy it or visit another shop? Options 1. Buy the alderwood and dragon heartstring core wand. 2. Visit another shop in Diagon Alley. 3. Go to a different shopping location.
Những cái này thì nó cho mình option để chọn đó. I want to using option 1, buy the wand.
Young wizard, good choice. You purchase the alderwood and dragon heartstring core wand, which costs you 35 galleons. As you hold the wand in your hand, you feel a sense of power and energy coursing through you. Item name, alderwood and dragon heartstring core wand. Description: the alderwood and dragon heartstring core wand has a striking appearance that reflects its power and unpredictability. The wand is crafted from a sturdy piece of alderwood, which is known for its light brown color and fine, Straight grain, the wood is polished to a smooth finish, giving the wand a sleek and elegant appearance. The handle of the wand is adorned with intricate carvings that depict dragons and other magical creatures, reflecting the wand's powerful dragon heartstring core. The core itself is visible at the tip of the wand, shimmering with a faint red glow that hints at the raw power contained within. Money, 15 galleons. Options 1. Buy another item in Diagon Alley. 2. Visit another shop in Diagon Alley. 3. Go to a different shopping location.
Ok, hôm nay thì mình chơi một cái game nhẹ nhàng. Ok, chắc là mình dành ra thời gian mình lại chơi tiếp với Hogwarts rồi. Ok, goodbye.